Hello everyone, and welcome to a second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot, Tarot of Curious Creatures. Still on the tarot table for this reading. We're looking today, a bit of a break from Prince Andrew. We're looking at what I'm calling the Crazy Ladies theme, and I don't mean that in a diagnostic sense, but just in a rather amused at a little bit of a brouhaha that's going on in the Megxit community currently to do with Megan's old friend from school, Ninaki Priddy. Ninaki Priddy has popped up. She's popped up in the Megxit community, first of all with the Royal Grift, as I understand the story. I haven't followed it minutely, I'm just vaguely aware of it. But she's popped up. She popped up on the Royal Grift's channel, and this is because the Royal Grift has her version of events where she believes Meghan Markle isn't Meghan Markle, and the Markle family aren't the Markle family, and Ninaki Priddy isn't Ninaki Priddy, and the photos are all photoshopped of Meghan's past. And Ninaki wanted to discuss particularly the photo of her and Meghan sitting on a railing in front of Buckingham Palace. Very famous photo, we've all seen it. It gets trotted out at every possible opportunity. Their schoolgirl trip to Europe. I think Ninaki Priddy's father took them, a group of friends, to Europe. And there they were. Meghan, who knows nothing about the royal family, knew nothing about the royal family when she met Harry, was pictured sitting outside Buckingham Palace as a young teen. I don't know what age she would have been, but she looked pretty young. Anyway, that's Royal Grift said, nah. As far as I understand it, if I'm getting the story, my wires crossed, I apologize to everybody involved. She then took herself to the Sidley twins and asked them to get their father to look at the photo and prove the authenticity of the photo. And the Sidley twins said no, because they thought it was a fake account, someone pretending to be Ninaki Priddy, not. Ninaki then proved herself as Ninaki Priddy. She put up a video saying, "This is me, this is who I am." And she's now put something up on Twitter. She's quite active on social media. I don't follow her, but anyway, she's very interested in astrology. She's written on X, never had an NDA, just been in self-preservation mode and doing my own work. I looked away for long enough, maybe to my detriment, but now ... let the pre-shadow begin. And pre-shadow is an astrological term. It's about Mercury retrograde, and before Mercury turns retrograde, it has this shadow period. It kind of runs over ground that it's gonna run over again in its retrograde phase. So she's going back into the past. She's telling us she's got things to say. She's coming out, in my opinion. She's coming out. She's ready to talk. There's no NDA. She is who she claims she is. The photo is real. And she's now going to delve back Mercury retrograde style into the past. That's my take on what she put up on X. I could be completely wrong. I'm going to do a relationship spread now with Ninaki Priddy and Meghan Markle. 9-card spread, past, present, future. Past when they were schoolgirl friends. Dynamic between them, Meghan and Ninaki. Now, what's going on? What's she up to? What does she have to say? Why has she suddenly decided to come out and speak? And how does Meghan feel about this latest twist? And this rather fraught year, 2025, was going to be a fantastic year. She wrote it in the sand. It's turned out to be quite an interesting year, but not, I would say, fantastic. And the future, what are we going to find out from Ninaki, and how's it going to impact Meghan, and what lies between them? And I do need to remind you, I need to shuffle like this a little bit, that this is just tarot, and it's for fun and entertainment, and it is all my opinion and all speculation. I just read energy. I'm reading energy on this little brouhaha, and the Twitter post, the post on X, and disclaimer in the box below. Let's see what's going on. Ninaki on the left, Meghan Markle on the right. What was between them? What is between them? And how will it unfold in future? We've had a rumoured book by Jessica Mulrooney. Lots of people are commenting under Ninaki's comment on X. Write the book, or you want to read the book. I'm sure she has interesting things to tell. Well, maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's told them all. Four of Cups is a rejection energy, apathy and indifference. Of course, the friendship failed. The friendship failed at some point. Ninaki said it was because of the way Megan treated Trevor. But she, I think, was being treated quite badly as a friend from around about the time Megan landed that pass on suit 6 on the call sheet, as we are often reminded, and decided she was a huge big star and was too important really to keep up with her old school friends. That's coming through. And that Four of Cups. This is someone who's feeling not unloved, who's feeling like they're not getting enough attention, like they're being ignored, they're just feeling that they're not getting, possibly, this is how it's reading for me, this is my personal opinion, I'm doing an energy reading, they're just not getting enough attention. That's how it's reading. I don't know anything about her. I know nothing at all. And if this energy is not coming through correctly, I apologize profusely to her. The heart of the situation we're dealing with these two. We got the Three of Cups, friends. There you are, friends. They were friends. And it just is the friendship card. That is literally the friendship card. And I think they were very, very good friends. From all that I've ever heard about this friendship, it was very close enough to travel overseas together like they did, close enough for Megan to spend a lot of time at their home when Doria wasn't around and Dad was working very hard, and she spent a lot of time after school at the Priddy's home. There it is. Nothing. You see how it's moved from the Three of Cups, even though this is the present energy, it's the heart of this reading as well. Three of Cups, from Three of Cups to Four of Cups, from being very close to being dumped, dropped. Not cool enough, not interesting enough, not famous enough, not rich enough. All that kind of stuff happens. It happens in people's lives. It hurt her. And that's what's sitting underneath. Of course it hurt her. Past. This is Ninaki. This is what's between them. And this is Megan's energy. Megan left. Six of Swords. Megan left. She went away. She went overseas. She went to Canada. It's hardly, well, you're not literally going overseas, but you are traveling. You are going away. You are leaving your past behind in the Six of Swords energy. You're leaving a time that you felt was difficult. And Megan struggled after she finished school, after she graduated, and couldn't get really great jobs, acting jobs. She struggled. She had a blog about it, how she struggled as a working actress or something like that, can't remember. But she left. She left. And this Nine of Wands, this is Ninaki's energy, is in reverse. This is somebody who felt really hurt, wounded by the leaving or by the behavior. And we've heard this. We've heard that Megan came back all sort of grandiose and parading around and, oh no, I can't go there because they'll recognize me, you know, all this kind of ridiculousness. It hurt her. I'm just getting that over and over and over. It hurt her. And very obviously it hurt her. 10 of Cups in reverse is maximum hurt. 10 of Cups in reverse. They were close. They were family. 10 of Cups is family. And then they're not. And I think that it didn't only hurt her. I'm speculating, to make that clear. I think it hurt her family as well. And not only her family, who else was hurt? Trevor was hurt, and possibly his family were hurt by this I'm out of here energy in that Six of Swords. I'm gone. So where are we now? Why has Ninaki decided to emerge, to speak? Okay, Four of Pentacles. And how does Megan feel about it? King of Swords, lawyers. Lawyers, I will cut you dead if you say a word. I don't get that Ninaki has any state secrets to tell us with that Four of Pentacles. I don't get it. I get that maybe she's looking at the situation, and again, this is my energy reading, it's my personal interpretation of the cards, that she's looking at it and thinking, everyone else is doing quite nicely out of this situation. Lots of people are doing very nicely out of this situation, doing very nicely financially out of this situation. Why can't I? And it's interesting that she's sitting on suitcases. And when I say I don't think she's got state secrets, my sense of those suitcases she's sitting on are that they're quite empty. I don't know. I could be wrong. We're going to see it over here. I could be reading this energy in a kind of an off way, because she clearly thinks that she's got something that's of value. She's holding that pentacle. It's about control. It's about controlling a narrative. It's about controlling resources. It's about clinging on to something. And what seems to have provoked her is this idea that she's not who she claims to be. And the photos aren't real, and her past isn't real, and what she knows isn't real. And so this is what's sitting on the suitcase. This is my truth. This is my stuff. This is my baggage that I'm carrying. These are my memories. This is my stuff that I have in these suitcases from the past that I'm carrying with me. And that possibly, this is my interpretation again of the energy, possibly she wants to monetize because everyone else is. So why shouldn't she? And I get it completely. This is her story, and she's allowed everyone else to take it. Now she wants her turn. But as I said, I don't think there's much in those suitcases that we don't already know. And if there is, our King of Swords over here is very ready to shut her down, because that's lawyers' letters. That's stopping publication. That's just getting ahead of her and running interference and saying, no, you don't. See how that head is even looking the other way. She's there. She's hopeful. A very minor energy for a Pentacles compared with that very arrogant, I'm looking away. I can't even be bothered. I'll get my lawyers to deal with it. I'll shut you up. Friends. They were friends. They were close. Where are we heading? What does she have to tell us? Three of Pentacles. What's between them? Magician in reverse. And Megan. Megan is going to win this round. King of Cups. Megan is... she might throw her a bone. She might say, well, yes, we were friends once, but I outgrew her. There's the outgrowing. Six of Swords and went. King of Cups is charming, is generous, is benevolent. She's going to spin this. And why do I say she's going to spin it? Because we've got the Magician in reverse between them. Who's the master of spinning? Megan, not Ninaki. Ninaki's got Three of Pentacles energy here. It's collaboration, it's team. She might go on podcasts. She might, and this seems to be what she's trying to do. She seems to be trying to piggyback onto other people who are on various platforms and doing reasonably well. She's not going for the big ones. And this is part of this brouhaha, is why don't you go to Piers Morgan? Why don't you go to Dan Wootton or Lady C and tell them your story? Why are you going to smaller channels, less influential people? That's that energy of Three of Pentacles. And that's, again, me thinking she doesn't really have the juice. She doesn't really have a tale to tell. I think the ones that have the tales to tell are the ones that knew Meghan later when she left. And those lips are sealed. Those NDAs are signed. Ninaki just has childhood stuff, girlhood stuff. It's not that impressive. Sorry for her. I am sorry for her. I'm genuinely sorry for her. Because I think she was abandoned. Four of Cups. She was close friends. I think her family viewed Meghan as one of them. And then they got abandoned. 10 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse. Very hurt energy. Now trying to make something of the situation because everyone else is. I keep coming back to that. Meghan, I'll deal with it. I'm not worried. I'm not bothered. And she's going to deal with it. She might do a bit of light love bombing in there to shut the things down, but mostly it's about the spin. This Magician in reverse is any number of PR tricks to shut this down, to deflect, to cause chaos. There's even the sense that chaos is already being sown. A slight bit of chaos in the Megxit community as a result of Ninaki Priddy suddenly appearing. People are immediately suspicious because they've learned to be suspicious because of the chaos and the interference and the spin that has been going on for many years in the Megxit community. I don't think she's got much. I think she'll make some contacts in social media on various platforms. She'll tell her tale. She's being lifted, but on the back really of a kitten. You know, that's not serious stuff. That's not going to bring Meghan Markle down. That's not the book that everyone's waiting for. That's Jessica Mulrooney's book. That's the contact Meghan made when she dumped Ninaki Priddy and went off to Toronto. That's the book we all want, not this one. That's how it's reading for me. And again, all my opinion. And apologies if it's not reading true. And thank you for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.